Man, 13 songs.
13 on the new
songs.
album, man, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. What's
yeah.
your favorite song on there?
One of my favorite songs, I would have to say is Ride Clean. One reason why I like the song like Ride Clean is because I was able to dive into a story, and it kind of focuses on what is going on today as far as like with police brutality. And it's just a story of a black male who get caught up in the wrong time, wrong situation, and we see on the news what pretty much happens
Yeah.
to those to that. But
So being from Mississippi, man, I bet those stories are pretty heightened,
yeah,
right? Because
yeah,
I mean, because those personal experiences, because we all know racism exists,
sure, for sure, yeah.
and we see it as displayed all over the world,
Mm-hmm.
but the root of it is Mississippi.
Yeah. I mean that Mississippi is the heart of it. A lot of racism still exists. I can still remember being a kid, playing football and having a disagreement with somebody of another color, maybe a white person or so. And I'm speaking from my personal experience. And they're saying stuff like, go back to Africa, you know what I'm saying? So, racism is, it is real, um, but to me it's just ignorance, but it does for sure exist in Mississippi.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
just ride clean. I wouldn't have put that title with a conscious song.
And that's the reason why is because and it does have a conscious element to it, but it does have that other element to it, of having fun,
which makes it beautiful.
Exactly. Well, thank you, I appreciate that. But one of the reasons why I did it that way is because just to appeal to that young black male who just like we all want to do, we just want to have a nice car, just have that chance of shining, basically. You know what I'm saying? I'm just painting that picture of a young black male who just having fun. He with his lady, he got his nice car, and then there's another side of it where on the second verse where I talk about, he's just having a normal day. He may stop and see, a group of people, just want to, vibe to the music, but all of this gets turned, into something tragic. Once the police officer comes into play, and not to ramble or anything. I don't have like anything against police officers or anything like that, but in my music, especially in this particular song, I just wanted to paint what's really real and what's really going on, because every time you turn on Instagram, every time you turn on the TV, you're seeing somebody being shot down in cold blood, so I just kind of wanted to, reflect what was going on in that particular piece of song. So that's one of my favorite songs on that album.
Yeah. So I mean, just hearing you talk about it, man, it makes me want to skip to that song on the album.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
And so you incorporating these real life stories into your, is that kind of woven into the fabric of your creative process, or how do you say, hey, I'm in album mode? What goes into that?
Well, as far as what goes into creating, a lot of times I don't think of I'm not really thinking of what am I gonna write about when I first start out on a song or something. A lot of the times what end up happening is that piece of music, it kind of gives you the words to say. You see what I'm saying? Whereas and that's what I mean when I say I really don't know what I'm gonna write about. Again, I think music is what feelings sound like. You may hear on one particular piece of music where it sounds like you want to be excited, you want to be crunk, or then on another piece of music, like for instance, I'm gonna talk about this song I got called Heaven. When I heard that piece of music, it made me think.
Is that on Unsung?
It is on Unsung. It's one of my more spiritual, I would say spiritually guided type songs. But with that particular song, that piece of music just made me feel like more connected to something higher, if that makes sense. And then I might have another piece of song, and I may receive another piece of music like If You Want To, where that's like totally opposite of the spiritual element. In which case, people may say you're a hypocrite, whatever. But I just think we go through different emotions on a day, day to day, and perhaps from, moment to moment, depending on what type of situation we face. So I don't think it's fair or even accurate for me to keep the music one way or one message. As so that's
because we're all multi-layered people.
Exactly.
And we have different phases. We go to church on Sundays, but we do club on Fridays.
Exactly, for sure,
so,
definitely.
Man, so what it sounds like, man, is you a pretty diverse artist.
I try to be. One of the things that inspired me as a kid, or one of the things I used to hear Master P say, he said his music is like, he's always say his music is like gumbo, spicy like gumbo. Mm-hmm. So even as a kid, I always try to adopt. Once I first started getting into music, I tried to adopt that particular mindset and make the music like gumbo. You don't want everything to be one way. So, like on my album, I may have a song where I'm catering to ladies. Then I may have like a hardcore sound, but then I may also and turn around and throw like an island type, reggae type feel, but it's still rapping over hardcore things. You see what I'm saying? So
and so reggae.
Right.
Reggae.
So we I have experience with reggae on this particular album. It's still rap, but it's a mix of the two genres. One of the artists that I have featured on the album is Kadanye. She's doing a lot of big things. She's very, very talented. I met her at a well, I didn't meet her there, but I saw her at this particular talent show, and just seeing her from afar, I thought she was really dope. And so we just I ended up getting her information. We just decided to hook up, and we went into the studio. We pretty much came up with this project. Yeah.